Cool. Just want to make sure it goes up on YouTube here. No, hang on. It's not. It's... I gotta change the title. Alright, what is good, everyone? Shiny Nickel here, back at you with my mock draft 2.0. I told you it was going to be out today. These will come every Saturday like I have promised. So this Saturday is 2.0, and I do have many changes to my last one. But my first pick to the Browns is still going to be Sam Darnold, quarterback out of USC. Alright, so, yeah, Sam Darnold, he's probably the best quarterback in the draft. He is on my board. I know you can't see it, but from the quarterbacks, I have Darnold, Rosen, Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. I know you can't see it because it is up there, and, you know, they just look like black blurs. But anyway, same from last week. There will be one more pick that stays the same, but every other pick is in my draft is... well, my mock draft is different. So going to pick number 2, which currently is held by the New York Giants. But in my mock draft, it's not held by the New York Giants. It is held by the, as it changes, the Buffalo Bills, who will trade up to get Josh Allen. Now, I had them trading up to get Josh Allen in my previous one, but I have heard rumors of the Bills and Giants in talk to get the number 2. I heard that the Bills had called the Browns about 1, but the asking price was way too much, as it should for a number 1 pick. Just kind of a mock trade. They'll probably give up their 2 first-round picks, and I would say maybe their second this year to go up and get Allen. Allen, he's my 4th-ranked quarterback. The reason I have him 4th is just because of his accuracy. Big guy. He'll work in Buffalo. He's a big guy. He played at Wyoming. He can throw in the wind. I think Allen is a great fit for Buffalo, but you know, we'll see if they draft him, and if the Bills do draft him, we'll see how he pans out. Going to the 3rd pick, which is held by the Jets via a trade with Indianapolis, and they're going to go with Josh Rosen, quarterback out of UCLA. This one is the same from last week's. Josh Rosen, he's just a good quarterback. He kind of, you know, lived in California, kind of a rich kid. He'll work in a big city like the Jets. Best arm in the draft. And I think the Jets are happy as they walk away with Josh Rosen. Coming to the 4th pick now, which is held by the Cleveland Browns. And they're going to go with Bradley Chubb, defensive end out of North Carolina State. The Browns can potentially get Bradley Chubb and Myles Garrett on one end. Guys, that's looking nasty for the next 7 years, probably, of them all in their primes. This is looking like a nice pass rush for the Browns. I was tempted to have the Browns take Denzel Ward, but the Browns have just signed too many defensive backs in free agency to draft a corner, so we're going to go with Bradley Chubb at number 4. Starting now at number 5, which is currently held by the Denver Broncos, previously traded away their pick to the Bills, but now that the Bills are off the board, the Broncos cannot fleece anyone for picks, and John Elway says, well, we lost Aqib Talib, so let's just draft another one. And Denzel Ward, cornerback out of Ohio State. A lot of people are saying Denzel Ward is short. He's 5'11", 5'10". I think he's 5'10". I don't see that as a problem. I think he can be a great corner. He can be a great threat in the passing game. He can even play, maybe he's not your number 1 corner of the future, but he'll be a hell of a number 2 corner. And honestly, on my board, Denzel Ward is number 1. I have Mike Hughes 2 out of UCF. He's probably the most complete corner in the draft, but I think Denzel Ward is the most talented and the best prospect, and that's where will go with their pick. Going to number 6, although instead of Miami trading up to get Baker Mayfield, it's going to be the Arizona Cardinals trading up to get Baker Mayfield. I honestly think the Dolphins as a team are a better fit, but the Cardinals too are a close second because you play 8 games of the year in Arizona in a dome. You play LA, you play Seattle, maybe a little rainy, and you play San Francisco. In the good warm weather, he plays on his feet, he's a mobile quarterback, and I think Baker Mayfield can do good in Arizona. That Genie was right. I don't know if you guys saw the on NFL Network or something. He went to like some Genie, and the card he pulled was Arizona. I did not put Arizona here because of the Genie. I put him here because I think the Cardinals like him, and they're going to get him and be their quarterback of the future. And while I'm on the subject of Baker Mayfield, I heard Bucky Brooks. The Patriots are not going to draft Baker Mayfield. The Patriots are going to draft Mason Rudolph at 23 with the pick they got from the Rams. The Patriots are not going to trade up to number 1. They're not going to trade up to 4. They're not going to trade up to 6. That's a lot of nots, but it's true. The Patriots, and of course on my other side, but they have 31 and 23. They're going to draft Mason Rudolph at 23, and then draft maybe some old linemen, maybe Connor Williams at 31. Maybe like Connor Williams, Mike Puglisi, Colton Miller maybe at 31. And Bill Belichick will be happy that he knows he has backup plan in the future. Going to the 7th pick, held by the Buccaneers, they're going to take Minkah Fitzpatrick, defensive back out of Alabama. I say defensive back and not safety because I don't know what Minkah Fitzpatrick will play at the next level. I think he could be a good nickel corner, which is kind of like what Tyrann Mathieu is, not a corner, not a safety. He can play both. And I think that's where he'll fit best in the NFL, is in that nickel corner-ish role. And I think he'll be great for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the near future. Going to our 8th pick, which is held by the Chicago Bears, and they're going to draft Quentin Nelson, guard out of, not out of Chicago, out of Notre Dame. This is going to be a great pick up for the Bears. The Bears are a team that they have some nice young pieces. They have Trubisky, they have Jordan Howard. They just signed Allen Robinson from the Jaguars. Get some help for Mitch Trubisky, not as a weapon, but on the O-line. Chicago's line is okay, but I think it can be even better with Quentin Nelson there protecting Mitch Trubisky for the next 10 years. And the Bears walk away extremely happy that they're getting a nice blue-collar kid to block for a blue-collar quarterback in Mitchell Trubisky. Going to the 9th pick, and you guys have probably noticed by now, but Saquon Barkley is still on the board. He will, however, be taken here in my mock draft at 9. Although, I think someone could maybe trade up for him here at 9, but I think the temptation of having Saquon Barkley is going to be too much for Kyle Shanahan to pass up, and he's going to probably beg John Lynch, say, look, get this guy, I will not be in the war room for the rest of the draft, get me Saquon Barkley, and I will be happy. And John Lynch will say, okay, I like Saquon Barkley, he's probably the 3rd best player in the draft, we'll get him. And now Kyle Shanahan has a chess piece with Saquon Barkley and Jerick McKinnon. You have Garoppolo. I think if Quentin Nelson or Fitzpatrick falls here, they take him. But, yeah, I had him taking Derwin James last time, but I can see him taking Fitzpatrick. Barkley, if they fall to 9, he'll go at 9. I do think maybe this is a potential trade-up for a team. If one of the quarterbacks, if Baker Mayfield, or, well, it'd only be Baker Mayfield left. Because, let's be honest, the Bills are going to trade up in the top 5 to get Allen. Whether it's tomorrow, whether it's in 2 minutes, whether it's on draft day, the Bills are going to trade up and draft either Rosen or Allen. They're not going to draft Baker Mayfield. So if Baker Mayfield's still here, there may be a chance that a team trades up with San Francisco. But in my mock draft, I think they will stay where they are and draft the 3rd best player in the draft in Saquon Barkley. And if any of you are curious to know, Quentin Nelson is the best, followed up by Bradley Chubb at 2. Coming in at number 10, the Raiders are going to select a different linebacker from my previous one. And they're going to go Tremaine Edmonds out of VT, Virginia Tech. Now, Roquan Smith is my number 1 rated linebacker on my board, but on a lot of people's boards, he's rated number 1. I think Roquan Smith is better, but Tremaine Edmunds has a way better upside than Roquan Smith. When this dude, okay, guys, I'm 16, all right? I'm about to turn 16 in like 23 days, a little over 3 weeks. This dude is going to be drafted at the age of 19. So on April 30th, he will be 3 years older than me, and he will be drafted by an NFL team in the first round of the NFL draft. Just process that as I talk about this pick. I mean, let's be honest, the Raiders' back seven is crap. It is. They have no linebackers, no safeties. They lost T.J. Carey to the Browns. The Browns signed him. They need another linebacker to help him out there. Sorry, I had to swallow. I don't know why, but I did. You know, body sucks. But John Gruden, I think, I think if Saquon Barkley fell here, I think there's even a chance that he goes at 10, but I don't think Saquon Barkley will fall in the top 10. But I just think that the Raiders, they couldn't even go Derwin James here. I just think that Tremaine Edmunds is a good fit for the Raiders, along with Roquan Smith, and both of them could be good. I don't know which one's going to be the better, but I don't know. It's a nice deep linebacker class, a nice deep running back class, a hell of a deep of a quarterback class, and it should be fun to see on draft night who gets taken 1, because the Browns can set the tone with the draft. If they draft Sam Darnold, I know where it's going. We know the Browns are going to draft a quarterback at number 1. I just don't know which one. I'm assuming and I'm hoping, and I think they will draft Darnold, as he's probably the best. But I think we could maybe take Josh Allen. I don't know. And I'm saying we, as I'm a Browns fan. Anyway, guys, that's enough of me talking here. That has been my mock draft 2.0. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, because the stream will be ending soon. So let me know what you guys think. Do the Bills maybe wait to trade up? And, you know, I'm just curious. I want to hear your guys' feedback on who you think will be drafted where. What I will do, though, is I will come out with my full 32 mock draft, like on Wednesday, the day before the draft. I'll just literally sit here and talk about the 32 picks and have my big board like right here and just put the players' names up on there and take them off before the draft. But for the next, let me see, what is it, 2 weeks? I got 2 more Saturdays until the draft. Yeah, so for on the 14th and the 21st, I will be doing another one of these live streams talking about my top 10 mock draft. I do the full 32. It's just I like doing these scenes, and my recording and live streaming software only allows me 10 scenes, so I can only do 10 cool graphics for you guys. Anyways, enough of me talking. I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a good spring break, Easter break, whatever you call it. And I will see you guys next time.